Welcome back to Rust Reality Recaps, where we talk all things 90 Day Fiancé, trash reality TV, and garbage human beings.
Giggity giggity, giggity goo. Stick around.
Today we're talking part 2 of Tell-All Adnan. Welcome back to Rust Reality Recaps. These people are driving me crazy and I want to pull my damn hair out. When I found out this tell-all was 4 parts, I literally wanted to bash my head against the wall. Why do we put ourselves through this?
Have a thing for men telling women what to do, how to behave. You know, whenever I was commenting and he didn't like what I had to say, he was doing the little bobblehead and everything. It just seems like he can dish it out, but he can't take it.
Why do we watch this show? They know they've got us, those of us who've watched every single season, and will continue to do so until it is cancelled or we are dead. Anyway, I apologize if I was a little dull and boring in the last recording. It was honestly this tell-all. It was punishment and work to get through it a second time, recapping and editing it. I'll try to be a bit more animated this time for your amusement and entertainment. So we left things off with Niles on the verge of absolutely losing his shit on Adnan, who's really just being a troll.
I will break your face. Whoa. Why? You didn't like my opinion? So rude. Adnan. Well, that's what happened. That's what happened. Adnan. Please calm down. Adnan. I suggest you let her finish what she was talking about. Okay. That's I'm just gonna say that right there.
He's getting a lot of enjoyment out of constantly interrupting him, but he's not actually saying anything that offensive.
Niles resorted to the practice of masking in order to avoid confrontation with Matilda. So Niles, you said sometimes you don't realize when you're not telling the truth.
I call bullshit on this. I'm a neurodivergent, you see. I have ADHD. And I always understood masking is when you copy other people's mannerisms because you don't know how to be normal. It's almost a form of personality acquisition, and it can make you feel kind of lost in life.
You explain. So, I'm not so good with seeing social skills as part of my autism, but I either tell the whole truth or I tell something entirely different.
So Niles is still working to save up the money to bring Matilda over, and Sean just cannot seem to understand that he doesn't have the money. And she keeps grilling him about whether he's going to get the money to go out and see her or if he's going to use the money to save up and pay for her visa. Which one would hope that TLC would pay him enough to be able to do that.
I think, Niles, you said you need another $4,000?
In American money, yes.
Yeah.
That's why I'm paying on that as I go.
Okay. You have a new job now.
Yes, I do. So I work for the mental health department in my state. If I had just $8,000 lying around, I don't think we would be in this predicament.
Mm-hmm.
You just know Adnan sitting there gloating about the fact that he totally does.
Ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
But I'm a normal person, I don't.
Brian's like, bro, I don't either.
Want him to use some of that money just to come to visit you in Ghana? Yes.
I feel like if Niles would have been nice to Adnan, Adnan would have bought his ticket. Maybe that's me reaching, I don't know.
Yes.
So Sean's struggling to grasp this concept of a struggling, working individual, keeps grilling him about saving or coming out to see her.
So Niles, right now you're not using any of that money to plan to go to Ghana just for a visit.
No, Sean. We've been over this. Why are you wasting everyone's time on this, Sean? There's more important questions, Sean.
Is that correct? At some point I will go for a visit.
Tiger Lily and Adnan's quiet, smug smiles about having $20 bills for toilet paper.
Wow.
That's taking money out of the visa pool.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
A little slow tonight, isn't it?
Sean's really struggling with this concept.
You should wait till she gets here and then go back with her, right? Like in a year from them.
Adnan, do you think he should skip the visit or go?
I don't care. I don't care.
I swear, I wish to you and Matilda the best.
Adnan uses this platform as an opportunity to talk about how Niles hurt his feelings when he was not supportive of Adnan and Tiger Lily's family and marriage. You disrespect me, I disrespect you.
How the turntables...
So let me ask Matilda. It's already been 10 months. I'm sure you miss him terribly.
Yes, I miss my husband, and I want to see him.
Not helping at all, Sean.
I'm never gonna financially recover from this.
Do you support my relationship?
We're not talking about you right now.
But sister, for asking. You like my relationship?
We are not talking about you right now.
You like my family?
Adnan, I'm going to say this one last time.
You like my family? You support us?
He just asks basic questions like, do you support my family? Do you like my family? And because perhaps it's his neurodivergence, Niles has absolutely no patience, and it doesn't take much for him to go off the edge.
I am fucking fuming! Mega fucking fuming!
Which, feeding into it, in my opinion, just gives Adnan the fuel that he's searching for, like a bad kid looking for any kind of attention, whether it's good or bad.
I'm talking to you, answer to me.
No, calm down, okay?
Both him and Vanja have been fighting for screen time, I swear. This entire tell-all has just been, look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me. So because Adnan wouldn't stop, Niles couldn't calm down and he ends up leaving. Adnan explains that the only reason he was doing this was because he felt disrespected. Brian tries to explain that no one is against him.
If you went around the circle and asked if we support you and you love your family, I think everybody here would say yes.
Do you support?
Yes!
Yes, bro. Thank you so much. Okay. Let it be. Don't make money more trouble, right? Let it be. No, it's like hello.
Oh yeah, so Mr. Ark is here, and Adnan decides to be a twat towards him as well.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Uncle. Mr. Art. Mr. Art, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, my brother.
Nice to meet you too.
One of the only few times that Tiger Lily clocks how disrespectful and immature he is.
This sort of discussions we are all having. So just sit down and wait for a while. There you go.
Mr. Ark essentially just said, shut the fuck up and sit down, little boy. The grown-ups are talking.
What is the 5 fingers? Say to the face!
What?
Slap!
I would laugh so hard if he did beat him with his fake hand. Mr. Ark is very upset and disappointed with Niles for losing his temper and marching off the stage. So once Niles comes back, he demands that he apologize to everyone, including him, and that he has to suck up and take whatever abuse is thrown at him because that's what a man would do. I don't particularly agree with that. I mean, if you feel yourself getting heated and pissed off and there's cameras and people staring at you, I would have anxiety and need to cool off as well.
But I apologize for that mistake.
Now, please apologize.
Apologize to all the congregation, not me alone.
And Niles has to basically just agree and apologize, which, with Adnan sitting there gloating, would definitely be annoying. I can say that for sure. Mr. Ark is pleased that this was a sign of respect that he would expect Niles to bestow on him.
So, I respect you, but unbothered. You hurt my feelings when I am talking earlier today about my story. This is not the time or the place to be doing this right now.
Where else would be the time or place, Niles? So once again, he starts to lose his patience. He's not even being that ridiculous. I can say that he's annoying, but it's not like he said anything insulting. Looks like Mr. Ark isn't impressed with any of this nonsense. So Niles takes a deep breath and is reassured that he would be in the wrong if he flips out. So he chooses to not choose violence.
So if I explode on him, I'm going to be wrong, right? Yeah.
So because with this storyline, Sean just cannot get off the money topic for some reason, she brings up how Niles owed Mr. Ark a bunch of cash and asks if he's paid it back yet.
Has Niles paid you back everything that you loaned to him? Everything. I've taken my money. Yes.
Good boy, Niles. Good boy. You pay that man back. Don't ever ask him for money again now. You take care of things on your own. So break time is now initiated.
He doesn't understand that his wife, she just has his money. Now he's gonna get a new job where he makes more money because his wife is not gonna be happy with that salary.
Yeah.
Niles he's a little bit kind of like a dog, like a chihuahua. And then they want to like have this big personality and they think they're like a Rottweiler. Okay, so that's Niles.
Okay, if Niles is a Chihuahua, then what does that make Adnan? Because it's definitely not a Mastiff or a tough dog. Maybe those dogs that drag their bums on the ground and bark at birds and their own shadows, perhaps? So Niles is backstage trying to calm down, so he calls Matilda to vent, and he conveniently forgets about all the times he did interrupt Adnan.
Killing you to let her speak for herself. Adnan controlling. Tell me why controlling.
Is that what that means?
No.
You tell her what to do and how to be?
I mean, not just Niles, but Vanja too. They were both pretty cocky with Adnan. Not saying it's okay, just pointing it out.
I don't have the patience of Jesus every single time I need it.
So Matilda calms him down, and then Loren shoots his shot for Vanja.
You enjoy the good stuff?
Drink my water.
Yeah.
What's up?
Can you tell what brand it is based on the flavor?
It is a delicious water flavor. Brian!
Oh my god, she shot him down so hard that she was excited to see Brian. So she goes over his girlfriend test, and she thinks he's insane.
If I drowned, would I be here today?
No, I've drowned 8 times in my life, and I've survived each time.
Bro, you are insane.
He loves the attention. He absolutely loves it. Look at him.
How many times were you dropped on your head at birth? I was actually dropped on the escalator by my aunt when I was like less than 1 year old.
He has so many ridiculous stories like this, not just on the show, but if you watch any of his podcasts or any of his cameos, he's always talking about nonsense.
I feel sorry for all your potential girlfriends.
You can tell he's so happy to have had this interaction with Vanja, even though it was a little bit self-deprecating. There he is checking her out. You know, she doesn't have a lady penis, but there, Loren.
I'm being told that our producers were able to get Bojo to return.
Why? So they get Bozo back just to skirt right past him and move along to a different couple.
Hi everybody, I'm back.
Move this man!
How was your meeting? Thank you for asking. Really productive.
10 o'clock meeting about cinematography for 2 hours. Was it a date?
Julia Roberts will be proud. Run away, Bojo.
So knowing that he's a flight risk, instead of questioning him, we just move right past him and move right along to someone else. Makes sense, right?
We've got more to talk with you about, but let's move on to Joe and Magda.
Joe's face is my face right now. What? Why?
Why?
So their story's really boring and I don't care. He's a really annoying individual, but he's not that toxic or that terrible. He made some mistakes and he's kind of stupid, but he's not a bad guy. And what's her name? Magda wants to get married right away.
It's not like I pushed Joy to propose to me, but he has to propose to me and then apply for a visa.
Yeah, so she wants the engagement process to start so the K1 process can start.
If we want to be together, we have to apply for a visa and get married.
This girl quit her job with no actual concrete plans of moving yet. So that was smart, hey Magda? Joe's waiting for the right time to propose, and he's in no rush.
I'm not trying to waste her time or my time. If you wait too long, maybe she's gonna get tired of waiting. I know you proposed 7 times, Brian.
You got him there. So Brian's super butthurt about that burn, because I think he's been married 3 times and engaged 4. Engagements mean absolutely nothing to him. Proposals come easy. So everyone starts to come down on Magda, asking if she's pushing the relationship or not. And then all the men jump to defend him, that men don't like to be in pressure cooker situations.
At the airport to meet Magda, Joey said he had forgotten his passport. However, he gave a different reason for needing to turn around.
So this was absolutely ridiculous and gave me anxiety just watching. For someone who claims to not want to be in pressure cooker situations, he sure did thrust himself right into one. He overslept and then wasn't packed for his flight. This guy is an absolute imbecile. I'm pretty sure plane tickets cost way more than liquor.
I told her I forgot my passport and turned back to the house, but it was actually shooters. I realized I had the shooters in the fridge. It was like, on an airplane, it's like $12.
Risking your flight to save $12, and this guy's supposed to be a real estate agent?
Are you making them turn around and potentially miss your flight for some alcohol?
I totally agree. You tell him, Vanja. You tell him. He doesn't seem to see the severity of the situation because he's like, I made my flight at least. And look at Magda's face. She's like, I can't believe I'm with this idiot. Vanja does a horrendous job of trying to infiltrate and rescue Tiger Lily from her marriage with Adnan. She overtalks her when she wanted her to open up, and then Adnan shows up.
I hear a little bit about your journey. I've been to Jordan, and I really love watching everything transpire. So I know that you mentioned that you were in a kind of controlling marriage, and then you went into the whole, Adnan marriage thing on day one, so that was very bold.
Vanja, you're too much extra. You only gave her enough time to say 2 words, yeah and yeah. Tiger Lily needs a lot more time to answer. A lot more time.
I mean, whatever, I guess.
Have you ever heard the speed of which this girl speaks? I have to speed her up 3 or 4 times when I'm doing my videos.
And it's getting annoying.
Yeah, very much so. So if I'm...
Shh, shh. Super inconspicuous, Vanja. Great job. If he really was an abusive psychopath, you are not helping. You're not.
Let me find Arabic guy for you.
So Vanja takes offense to that comment, but I actually consider it a really nice thing to say because I know his family has money. Him offering up a brother is a kind thing to do.
I will not be able to cover up like Tiger Lily.
But instead, she decides to be confrontational and argue about the dress code, and
This is it.
she preaches about her values and what she likes, and it almost comes off like she's rubbing it in his face. Like, look at my sparkly titties. You look at them.
What's going down?
I don't know if it's willful ignorance or just her being confrontational and challenging everything. Everything Adnan, because she doesn't like his petulance.
Leg, cleavage.
Everyone looking at me. You like to get attention. Oh, like mine.
It's not attention, it's just I do it for myself. I like feeling pretty, sparkles, all of that. So everything to make you feel good. Like if this makes you feel good,
Adnan's quietly remembering all the times that he felt really good when he was covered in sparkles back at the bathhouse. Those Turkish bathhouses, I tell ya.
2 hours.
I have a bath bomb.
No.
So would it be okay if she wore it?
Look, she is like a princess. Nobody can see her body, just me.
Vanya's blatant confrontational nature makes Adnan uncomfortable after a while, so Tiger Lily decides to dip. He opts to join her, and Vanja takes this personally.
Okay, baby, I'm gonna go upstairs. Okay, it was so good talking to you too.
Vanya's like, why won't you stay and chat with me, Adnan? Because we can have a great chat, you and I.
Adnan, you stay talk to me.
Well,
Disregarding the fact that they haven't really got along and she's been abrasive as fuck to him, he kindly points out, why would I talk to you? What would I possibly have to talk to you about in private? So in my religion, it's not okay to even look at another woman, and the way you're dressed, no.
I can't. Why not?
Look what you dressed. What the
So you can look away. You can look
Even
away.
I look at you like in the wrong time and look at you like it's bad for me.
How dare he?
Vanja is choosing to not understand the concept of the fact that he can't be alone or speak with another woman alone. It doesn't matter what she's wearing, it's just the fact that she's a woman.
I have to cover my eyes not to look at you.
Oh my goodness. Not even what you're wearing. Like, even if you were completely covered, he can't stay and talk to a girl by himself, like with no guy around. So it doesn't even matter what you're wearing.
What reason?
Whatever, I don't give a
Because I would like to talk to you, but that's fine. Okay, fair. You don't want to talk to me, I don't want to talk to you. It's all good.
She really is so annoying and pushy.
Do I look like I give a because I don't?
Just leave it be, Vanja.
I was definitely upset by Adnan's comments. Like, as a woman, I have no, important conversation to contribute, and it's just very demeaning.
Here we go again. We're not going to leave this be or let it die.
And I wanted to continue our conversation. He just said, for what? For what? I have nothing to say to you. What do you have to talk to me about? I'm a woman. He doesn't want to stay with me. He doesn't want to have a conversation. Vanja, let me explain.
Tiger Lily tries to explain it to her like she's an 8-year-old, but she doesn't want to understand.
Adnan doesn't talk to girls by himself. So if there were other people around, it doesn't matter. Out of respect for our marriage, just because I don't have a penis, you cannot have a conversation with me. Like, I'm talking to Joey and Adnan.
Out of respect to my wife.
Adnan has to leave.
I appreciate my wife.
To go do something else. Out of respect for my marriage, I would excuse myself from the conversation with Joey.
But what if we're in the same house and he has to go to the bathroom? But you couldn't, like, you wouldn't trust me to just... Not the first time I trust you, bro. Okay. Yeah, just working on that. Stockholm Syndrome. Of course, I would trust you. Like a family, and you have a family. Yeah, but I would want to trust you. Of course.
Moving past all that, we're gonna get into Vanja and Sunny now. So when she returned from South Africa, they were really struggling, especially after everything that happened with his dad. So they ended up breaking up for a little while, and while they were broken up, she went on a date.
One, after you broke up with Sunny? I did.
So, big surprise, she went to Disney with the guy who took care of her dog in the first episode that we saw of them.
That was the guy who babysitted my dog Zyra when I was in South Africa. Hi.
I was really surprised because I thought that guy was gay along with many other people.
No, we went to Disney and then went our separate ways. We did not kiss, no.
Not even a smooch on the cheek?
No, I would not kiss somebody on the first date.
Vanja insists she wouldn't kiss on the first date, but because Brian's greasy, he doesn't believe her.
Okay. When you ask her questions, she's looking up, and usually when you ask people questions, they don't look directly at you, they're lying. And so what are you thinking? I think there might have been more.
Says the guy who was having a panic attack because the girl wouldn't sit on his face within the first 3 days of knowing him. What an absolute douchebag turd canoe. I wish someone would come and just flop him out of his wheelchair.
Oh my god, I'm not lying. And the thing is, I've never lied about going on a date. Sunny knew I went on a date.
Yeah, I got angry. You do have a jealousy on me.
Adnan's been quiet for far too long, so he uses this as an opportunity to start yelling and screaming at Sunny about being a man and a Muslim.
Sunny, what's wrong with you? Being controlling, try to be controlling like Adnan. Try.
Sunny insists that the reason he's not controlling Vanja the same way that Adnan controls Tiger Lily is because if he acted like Adnan, he would destroy his relationship. He wants to build his relationship up with Vanja and gain her trust.
Showing her your jealousy, showing her your manly jealousy. You're jealousy about your woman. You know, showing her your...
No, because the
you want to change her to the right way.
Can you please let her speak?
Adnan doesn't value any of these women's opinions. He interrupts the men too, but he's not going to stop and actually listen to what anybody's opinion is. He's too petulant and immature.
To kill me. You're not feeling you killed after when she's talking with the other guy?
Adnan, you had a question?
I seen you having sex before getting married. That's right or not?
So now Adnan's gonna be the sex police, and Sunny admits that he made some mistakes, but that he prays for forgiveness.
If you don't want to be a strict Muslim, you don't have to be a strict Muslim.
Oh, what is that you're saying from your mouth?
Oh my god, don't yell.
Adnan gets super triggered and flips out at that statement. He claims that there's no half in or half out with Islam. If you don't follow the rules, you're not a Muslim.
This is the most worst things in Allah. Yes, I know that. Say it, I am atheist. Okay, yeah, let me talk. We do wrong thing in life. It's not the wrong thing. You can't do it very easy.
Adnan, let him freaking talk. Be quiet.
Sunny tries to explain that he does religion for himself and for no one else, but Adnan's not buying it.
Our religion say that if you feel that you did something wrong in your life, come to the God, ask him forgiveness for what is big and forgivable. So I do religion for myself. How is it to change Allah religion?
I think Adnan is upset because it's, in his opinion, wrong to do something knowing that it's wrong and keep going back and praying for forgiveness. In his mind, you should just be celibate and follow the rules until you're married like he did.
Let me finish, Adnan. If you want my answer, give me a chance to talk. And I know that. I didn't touch Tiger Lily. I didn't make sex with her until we are getting married.
Easy for you to scream and preach about your morals when you guys got married within the first day, buddy.
Adnan, how you live your life is different how we've chosen to live ours, obviously.
Yeah, hold on.
Actually, if you count back the days, not counting the marriage, if you just count the days spent, I think Vanja and Sunny held out longer than these two clowns did.
No, all the Muslims same life. If it's not following the rules, not Muslim. You know that. You can't get married with her when she didn't believe nothing.
So Adnan and Tiger Lily assumed that Vanja was an atheist, not a Christian.
I was under the impression that when you got married, Tiger Lily was not Muslim.
She's not. She's Christian.
Right, so
she had a religion.
So you're saying that he can't marry her if she's not Muslim. Why are you attacking us that I'm not Muslim?
Tiger Lily, she believes in Jesus.
Okay, and I believe in Jesus. No, we thought she was atheist.
Donald, you did it!
No. You're not going to tell me that I don't believe in Jesus. You better shut up.
So that really triggered Vanja, and she put everyone in their place. Did you just assume her religion? So while Adnan gets on Sunny's case about forcing her to convert, he explains that he needs time to gain her trust for that.
I can't change Vja's mind in over a day. I need a time.
Sunny, The thing is like, we've figured all this out, and why would I need to convert if I don't want to? Like, my religion and your religion, we work fine together.
This is insanity manifested. It goes back and forth, back and forth. He wants her to convert somewhere down the line, and she's gonna refuse.
I wanna... Babe, we'll talk about this later. Because I'm really lost. So why is yours more valid than hers?
Because I'm the man here.
So her...
Adnan is so happy that someone else made that statement.
Her opinion and her beliefs are not valid because she's a woman?
Sean just woke up from her nap and realized that maybe she should do the hosting because Vanya's been doing most of the heavy lifting.
Her belief is also valid. I'm not saying it's not valid. You're explaining to her when you have children, they have to be like semi-religion Muslim?
I'm just like really looking forward to the time when, you know, the future when his dad like accepts me and accepts us.
Wow! The land of make-believe!
Sonny's like, yeah, keep dreaming, babe. It's not gonna happen.
True love makes people blind. But one day when I have grandchildren, my father will forgive me and accept us.
Grandchildren. That's quite some ways away.
It's up. You will continue your life with cheating and with showing.
Did you just say cheating?
Hey, everybody!
Maybe.
Did you just say cheating? Where are we getting cheating from? Who cheated on who? Because I never cheated on
With the dog babysitter.
Oh, that's it!
So now that Adnan's pissed off that set of couples, we're gonna move right along to Brian and Ingrid. Ingrid's very tender and kind, and it takes all the piss and vinegar out of Brian's assault.
Sabe ver ele, principalmente agora sabendo que ele encontrou uma pessoa, né?
Is it just me, or does he look really saddened to see her? Does he feel like she's the one that got away? I mean, look at that. He looks down in sadness, and she's like, yeah, fuck her. She's shining and radiant with beauty. I'm so happy for her that she got away from him.
All right, well...
Brian seems genuinely shocked and surprised at her reception towards him. Maybe he was expecting hate and vitriol, because he seemed really down to shit talk her at the beginning.
I just feel she wasn't ready for it all.
When you say wasn't ready, what do you mean?
Wheelchair stuff.
Like, what would be your expectations?
What he wanted to say was his expectations were that she would take care of him and give him head constantly. But because he needs to behave himself, there's witnesses and he's on camera. He explains in a story that does not add up with his original story that she was too protective and that she was overbearing and that she was always afraid and it was too much for him.
You know, it's like, relax. So everywhere we went was that, and she just wasn't used to that. She has a little boy that's like 3 years old, and she was treating me like her son.
He never complained about that in the season once. He was always complaining that she wasn't being caring, affectionate, or sexual with him. This doesn't add up.
Like, oh my God, don't go over there. What are you doing? Oh my God. No, you stay up there. It's like, oh my God, what the I'm not a kid.
Ingrid explains that she's never been around someone in a wheelchair before, and it was natural for her to be protective of him. Matilda's face is my face right about now because this doesn't make sense. So going back on their narrative, it shows what happened the night that they were going to get intimate and she turned him down. Brian has a new piece of information about this event which doesn't align and it doesn't make sense. But instead of paying attention to that, everyone starts slut-shaming and victim-shaming Ingrid for wearing the lingerie and being a cocktease.
Well, la primera semana.
So
you go wear lingerie and you go showing little tiny things.
You know, it's like, I see everything already. Everything I see.
Like, why wear that? Like, why show him that? To make Brian feel happy because Brian is the one who brought it for her? Why wear all that and be like, oh, this is what you could have, but I'm not going to give it to you?
I don't agree with this slut-shaming or victim-blaming. Regardless of the lingerie, if she didn't want him going down on her cookie, that's completely within her right.
That's not a bikini. That's in a bed. Her cookie was falling out. I mean,
she makes a good point that lots of people wear lingerie and it doesn't automatically mean that there has to be sexy time. So this is where Brian brings out the piece of information that doesn't make any sense. He claims that she wanted him to buy condoms from a closed pharmacy and then brings up that she said she had a boyfriend.
So you thought you were going to go all the way back. That's not an excuse to mistreat a woman.
Yes, I know. Okay.
Yeah, okay, I know. I saw the blowback on the internet, and you guys are all here giving me shit, so I have to agree, but at the time, and deep down inside, no, I don't agree.
So, Brian, Ingrid said you were too eager. That's what it sounds like, yeah, just too pushy with it. I can see where she wants to downplay it a little bit and this and that, but stop for condoms, I got the lingerie on, pass lotion here, and maybe here. They got out the room. I'm going to kiss the stomach, hand in the face, whoa. I said, what the hell? I said, I just need a minute. This is weird. And she comes over to my wheelchair. She will deny this, but she put her finger on my nose and said, I have a boyfriend.
This part of the story is weird and it doesn't make sense. Ingrid doesn't really confirm or deny it, but she makes a good point that if she had said that night, there's no way Brian would have put up with it and stayed.
Why is she wearing lingerie for you if she has a boyfriend? Why is she on dates with you if she has a boyfriend?
Ask her that.
Yeah, so Ingrid says he would have never accepted something like that, and I agree. If she would have said that night, he would have flipped out and left. And he would have complained to the cameras, too. There's no way. So, I don't know. And I'm losing interest, and I'm getting tired, and I really can't be bothered to analyze this anymore.
Hip, hip. Boo. Hip, hip. Boo. Hip, hip. Boo. Hip, hip.
Boo! You stink!
And her final defense is that it wasn't safe in her mind to have oral sex with someone that she only knew in the first week.
Yeah, she has a point. Gonorrhea.
So they have Brian's daughter on for some reason, and she's a whopping 1 year younger than Ingrid, which is so random and weird that Brian likes to date girls younger than his own daughter. She thinks his behavior is cringy, but she still sticks up for her dad.
Ingrid, no se sabía que usted cáncer, ¿no?
A bolsa?
Sí, señora. Mas sabe como eu tenho que colocar essa coisa, não?
Não quero saber não. Deixa eu te explicar outro dia.
I'm just happy that Ingrid moved on and she's doing well.
Criminal past. Ingrid is supposed to be happy with that because I didn't expect to be happy with it. Isn't it normal to be around drug dealers?
No.
Oh, no, it's like my whole life.
No, it is not. No, it's not.
Oh, is this guy really still here?
Fire on Brian with the questions, right? But didn't she have 2 kids with 2 baby daddies?
Okay.
What an absolute twat of a human being. Ingrid decides to take the high road and not take the bait. She says that if she exchanges bullets, it'll just keep going and he can say what he wants. She must know that he's a petulant douchebag that'll just say whatever to make himself look good, and it's just not worth her time or energy. Good for you, Ingrid. I'm proud of you.
To that? No. Brianna, do you think your dad maybe shouldn't be in a relationship for a while, since there have been all of these, as he admits, these failed relationships? Do you think he maybe should just be by himself?
Brian's daughter definitely thinks that he should take some time to heal and reflect and find the right person. And when they ask if he's going to follow her advice, he's like, no, probably not. So we get another break time behind the stage, backstage scene nonsense. Adnan and Tiger Lily approach Joe and Loren eating, and because Adnan wants to sit with them but doesn't want Tiger Lily near them, he sends her away.
Okay, because they will keep saying things, bad opinions. I just want you to hear anything. When did we say anything bad about you? When did we say? They were coming. I know, they were coming like earlier today. They were coming.
Joe's got the right approach. Just don't even bother. It's a complete waste of energy.
Definitely think Adnan's controlling. I can tell Tiger Lily definitely watches what she says around him. I love that they're happy that they have a kid. That's awesome. And I hope that stays the same way. But I hope over time, like, he lets her, he can trust other people that they're not going after his wife. Because that's really not the case.
Brian, how are you feeling about Ingrid now?
I don't have any bad feelings toward her.
No animosity?
No. But just let her blab her mouth and talk her. But otherwise, I just let it pass.
Blab her mouth and talk her shit. She was pretty quiet and only answered questions politely when she was asked. I think you're projecting a bit, Brian.
Okay. I think I need to get inside, guys.
Good luck.
Yeah, right?
See you in there.
Brian's not even a full 6 feet away when Niles and Vanja start shit-talking him. That's pretty funny.
I'll say this. I don't think Brian should have did what he did when it came to, how he handled Ingrid.
Yes.
Yeah. Like a creep.
Yes, he was definitely a creep. Now here's the thing I have a problem with. That they'll happily call him a creep behind his back, but nobody is calling him out to his face. You didn't have that kind of gravitas towards Brian that you did towards Adnan. Just saying. Proof that the wheelchair is actually a defense mechanism or a shield.
I didn't expect for Niles to hate me. Niles might hate everyone, I don't know. You asked Niles a very simple question. You asked him about whether or not he respects your family, he loves your family, he wants your family good. He didn't answer. And he could not give you yes or no. He didn't answer. Why not?
Oh no, not me agreeing with Loren. Let's just pretend that this never happened. We'll just tuck it away.
It is not nice to meet you. It's fine. Yeah, you are not nice to me. Yeah.
So while Adnan's trolling, Niles decides to go toe-to-toe with him. Remember how the last episode ended? Yeah.
What you did, that was not cool. Why? That was not cool at all. Why? Because you did that in front of my father. You did that in front of my father? Yeah, I know you respect your father. Then why did you pull that stunt in front of my father? Well, because he didn't respect me.
I think Adnan's excited.
Do you know what people down south do to people who do that kind of stuff? Don't tell yourself.
I wish that Niles wouldn't take his bait and get heated so easily, because it's just giving him fuel. You don't need to react to everything he says and does. Oh my god, we're finally done. That was part 2 of the Tell-All Adnan. I'm so freaking exhausted. Please keep your eye out for part 3 and part 4 as they trickle along. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell if you don't want to miss my uploads. And I'll be doing another recap for The Last Resort this week. Please keep your eye out for that.
Hey, I'm talking to you!